The other day I had a brainstorm that was so intense it declared my head a disaster area. I was looking at my financial portfolio. I saw I was low in liquid assets, so I bought some stock in a water company. I fell and I hit my head on the delete button on my computer. Now I have amnesia. I went to the drugstore, bought some pills that enhanced my memory. I took them home, but now I can't remember what I did with them. When I was a kid, I inhaled a lot of secondhand smoke. From secondhand cigarettes I found in the gutter. I bought one of those realistic plastic Christmas trees. I took it home and I set it up. Needles turned brown and started falling off. I asked a fisherman once what was his net worth. He said, "Which one?" I like to keep my life in balance. Every Tuesday morning I go visit my psychologist. Then Tuesday afternoon I go visit my reverse psychologist. My wife ran off with her psychiatrist. I said, "What did you do that for?" She said, "I don't know. I just went crazy for him." I was reading an article on deja vu. Halfway through the article, I realized I've already read it before. When I was a kid in high school, I was in the band. I played the shoehorn. I was the only kid who knew how to play it. I tried counting sheep, but it wasn't working out for me. So I moved my bed from the pasture back into the house. I washed my hair with some cheap shampoo. My hair had an out-of-body experience. I opened a bottle of wine, poured it out, was letting it breathe. It stopped breathing. I had to give it artificial respiration. I finally found the keys to success. Then I realized they changed all the locks. I once worked in a steel mill, forging documents. When I was a kid, all my friends had action figures. All I had was reaction figures. I had a cat burglar break into my house. Stole 3 balls of yarn, scratching posts, and all my kitty litter. Never trust what a dyslexic palm reader will tell you. Guy came up to me the other day and said, "You look familiar." I said, "That's because I was born with a generic face." I was driving down the road the other day. I was feeling sad, so I pulled over to the side of the road and found a shoulder to cry on. I play golf with a guy who's the worst driver in the world. One time he's out in the weeds, the other time he's over in the woods. That's before he even gets to the golf course. I told my psychiatrist I'm in love with a mannequin. Her name is Sheila. I met her at Macy's. He said, "Well, how's that working out for you?" I said, "Not too good. Every time we want to get romantic, I have to make the first move." When I was a kid, my parents bought me a dictionary for my birthday. I told them, "Words cannot describe how I feel." I opened it up and I looked up the word magician, but that page had disappeared. I installed hardwood floors in my house, made out of petrified wood. In fact, I built the whole house out of petrified wood. I never have to worry about termites. I only have to worry about rockhounds. I bought 60 acres and I turned it into a truck farm. My main crop is Chevrolets and Fords, although I have a small patch of Toyotas out back. A friend asked me the other day if I read any good books lately. I said, yeah, I read The Telephone Book. I didn't like the story and it didn't have much of a plot. Took my car in to have it lowered. I don't think the mechanics had the right concept, though. They put 10-inch wheels on it. I have a lot of friends in high places. Most of them live in Denver, Colorado. I read about a mime getting mugged in the park. He tried to cry out for help, but nobody could hear him. I wanted to have a tattoo, but I didn't want anybody to know I had a tattoo. So I told the tattoo artist to use disappearing ink. I upgraded my computer. Now all my windows are double paned. I have a handicap. I keep it on a hat rack by the front door for when I go out. I have a voodoo map. I opened it up the other day and accidentally spilled water on it. That day, Oklahoma had massive flooding. I like to wear short sleeve shirts. I tried putting tricks up my sleeve, but they kept falling out.